it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. It's complete to Fuller.
Watson.
The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
Pick up at 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Tackled at the 29.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's 2nd and
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, Something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
15 yards on the play, first down.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Watson. Going to Stills, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Titans 21, Texans 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a...
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
That's caught out wide by Stills.
Watson.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro, and he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
The tackle by Kenny.
Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
First down, Texans.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
A gain of 12.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again is Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans draw a bit closer. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Titans 21. Texans 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Again to Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Check 41. So don't say nothing. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Check. 41 Mike. Hey, keep it up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Mike 41. I don't even know why this team showed up. Hatchet. Slam.
Now it's Tannehill. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
They'll take.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll bring them back within 4. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 1st down, Tannehill. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. The Titans were #1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Brings up
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Got a man, it's Humphries. Touchdown, Tennessee. Adam Humphries. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Titans 28, Texans 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Watson buying time to his left. Breaks a tackle. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun. Watson escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Tannehill sacked. Tackle made back at the 20.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble, bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll set up to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and some room to work. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half score. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
A long ways to go here on second down. From the gun, Watson. It's complete. Stills. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Titan football.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from...
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Return. The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
Brings up second and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Again, it's Henry. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Tannehill now to throw. He'll look downfield for Humphreys. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Intercepted by the Texans.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 26-yard line.
From the gun, Watson going for it all. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. To the air yet again, Watson. Flush to his right. That's caught at the 3. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to this.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and the Texans scoop it. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. So now the Texans offense back onto the field. They'll line up and go for 2 here. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Titans 30.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Check 3, check 3. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Now a handoff to Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
On the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Tannehill under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Whitney merciless. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And now Watson throws another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Watch 17, watch 17. Single. Slam.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Back now in Nashville. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Titans. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's a quick throw right side. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. What a big 4th quarter fumble recovery a moment ago, and now they are set up with a chance to take the lead. Now this one complete to Corey Davis, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. A toss right to Henry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. To throw is Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He finds Humphreys. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Henry. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So a big 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead.
Texans 42.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On 1st down, it's Watson. He gets it to Cooks. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd
and you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Open man, the tight end fails. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 36. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. And the catch made by Johnson. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down.
A gain of 5.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and it's 3rd and 5. Watson looks to throw again. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Derrick Henry, the ball.
Bradley Roby, the cornerback, there to make the stop.
A gain of a yard.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
At the 35-yard line.
Now Tannehill. And caught by Henry. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw, Tannehill. It's caught by Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Here's 2nd and 9. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll run it again with Henry. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Back to throw. That's complete to Cooks. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Today's final score, Titans.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However,